this is a very specific reading. It is about someone who's done something that has upset the equilibrium either between you or with you personally, and how you should respond to those actions or the thing that they've done. The question on the top line is, this is about what they've done. Like, why? What's the motivation behind what they've done here? And we have Mahavidya, which from memory is about actions coming from unconditional love. She's unrestrained, unlimited, wild, and unconditional love. The heart knows how to attract grace and manifest creative resolution, where the mind sees only difficulties. So it's from the heart. It's an action from the heart. Okay, let's turn over the tarot. So we've got the Knight of Pentacles. They are coming towards you in some way, but slowly, potentially hesitantly, and maybe even not feeling like they have as much to offer as they would like to, or as much as someone else might have if they're comparing themselves to others. The Seven of Swords is in reverse. To me, in this sequence, the Seven of Swords in reverse says they're not trying to trick you in any way. They are being honest. It is coming from a genuine place of heartfelt emotion, whether that's, you know, complicated or uncomplicated. Their intention, or rather, it's not even I'm not feeling it as an intention, I'm feeling it as an outpouring. It's like a reaction, and it's like, oh, but it's coming from this place of love. And then interestingly, we have the Ace of Wands in reverse. So with the Ace of Wands in reverse, that kind of action towards you is limited. So I just think there's a lot of hesitation here with the Knight of Pentacles with the Ace of Wands in reverse. It's an honest expression, but they're not sure how to do it. So they might have made a move, but then you're like, is that a move towards me, or is it not a move towards me? Is that supposed to be an apology, or are you planning on messaging me, or is it just a saying like you're gonna get in contact or whatever? We've got Basil. Now Basil is it about transition? Is it about travel? I think it's about travel, and definitely to do with guests. That's what it is. It's inviting you in. 24, let's have a look. You're about to set out on a journey, or you're due to set out on a journey, be it physical or spiritual. So they're on a journey, right? They're on an emotional journey, and they might be wanting to travel deeper into your life by the looks of it. In tutoring, the Basil was given as a gift to ensure safety while traveling, and placed on windowsills in Italy to indicate that guests are welcome. So they want to change something. They want to move from one state into another. Maybe if they're not close to you, they want to be close to you. Maybe if things are not cool with you, they want to make amends in some way. And let's just see what happens with the Vintage Oracle. Transition. I mean, if that's not the same message. So it looks like they're going through a very deep inner questioning time. They want to come towards you, but maybe in some ways they feel inferior, or they don't feel good enough, or they feel that they've lost their spark, or they've lost their mojo, you know, which is sweet. What's the energy around your response to this? Gauri Devi. Let's have a look. Champion of the sweet souls with fierce hearts who are underestimated and passed over. She who is gentle as the deer and ruthless as the lioness, who is the capacity within the awakened heart to rise, to overcome obstacles, to have faith without any evidence of victory, and to rally the spirit until the right moment to act and win is felt. So I think this energy from you is all about holding off, having faith about that person, like seeing them in a compassionate way, seeing them in a gentle way, allowing them to make their step, not like going more than half the way towards them, but giving them space to do what they need to do and take the action they need to take, to be taking responsibility for it and making it about how they feel about you, how they feel about the situation, rather than doing it for them, right? Jumping in and doing it for them. I love that there's that gentleness about her, but also that she's as fierce as a lion. So do not allow yourself to diminish your value in the situation. So they'll be like, oh yeah, it's okay, don't worry. Like, because you've actually smiled at me, then everything's fine now, right? Don't do that. If there's been something between you, let them come towards you in the way that they need to. Let them do the work that they should do in order to, you know, repair whatever's gone on. So this is about you and a specific person, definitely. So 7 of Wands in reverse. Just don't be overly defensive. There's a temptation when someone has offended or hurt you to be defensive and almost to like push them away. Try not to do that, because the dream is still a possibility. We've got the star. Look at that beautiful star card. The dream is still within reach, but you have to allow them to do their work. And maybe this transition that they're going through, we had that transition card again, is also a bit of a transformation for them. Maybe they're working through something in their life and they just need to be allowed to do it themselves. They need to be, you know, at the end of the day, people can't do stuff on your behalf when it comes to personal growth or learning something, you know. You have to allow them to do it and fall over and get up and do it again, you know. But we've got the High Priestess, so stay sensitive to your intuition. You do have that deep inner wisdom that you need in order to read the situation, not only on the surface, but also from the heart place. So I think you already know. The feeling I get is that you already know that they are doing their best to come from a place of love, but they're not really sure if they have what it takes to maybe win you back, or make amends, or give you what you deserve. And so perhaps there's some hesitation there, and they need to go through some kind of an internal transition or change some circumstances in their life to be able to get to that point. And then we've got Cherry. So I think there's a lot of sweetness coming out here, especially with the star as well. Cherry is 7, one of the earliest trees to bloom. So you're maybe more ahead of them in terms of your personal development or your spiritual development. I think you're ahead of them. I think there are things to learn, so that universe brings us the people that we need to learn from in terms of our spiritual enlightenment. So it's a symbol of productivity and abundance. Now is the time to engage in your own season of productivity, even if others are at rest. The circumstances have come together to provide the perfect setting for addressing tasks you've been putting off lately. So if this person is not yet coming towards you in an obvious and overt way with actual full sentences, then just get on with your own stuff. Don't waste time waiting for them to take that action. Do what you need to do, get your stuff done. Time to plug into being productive around what you value. And then finally, our vintage oracle, again, gentleness. Look, almost echoing that Gary Devi card. She's both fierce and gentle. I love that. So yeah, they are coming from the heart. They do have good intentions towards you. They're not trying to pull the wool over your eyes. They're not trying to fool you or deceive you. They are going through a transition, and they do want to travel towards you. They do want to invite you into their heart and into their life. But from your perspective, maintaining your boundaries, maintaining your sense of self-worth and value, not being defensive, not being pushing them away, but hold the dream. So the ultimate dream, hold the dream in the heart, follow your guidance, your inner guidance, your intuition, be wise, and do not accept a standard lower than what you would like without necessarily writing them off, right? So they might need some additional time, but get on with your own stuff. Don't wait around, get on with your own stuff. But when they do come towards you, don't make them feel bad for not having done it yet. So be gentle, be kind. And that is what I have for you today. So have a beautiful day, and I will see you next time.